Hi, my name is Brett Estel, and I'm here to talk to you guys about, traveling. Traveling is a good way to also experience life, but it's also a good way to, get inspiration. I mean, all of us here for game design, video games. So, there was a point where I didn't like traveling. I didn't like the thought of it. You know, the scare of, being gone for somewhere so too long. It's stepping out of my comfort zone, and it's something I did not like. And so I had to get used to it if I wanted to do something. Being a game designer, whenever I was wanting to do it at the time before I learned the things I've learned through trying to prepare myself, I'd have to prepare to travel to other states or possibly a country, if anything, to get what I was wanting. I was even wanting to be a WWE superstar at one point, and that was probably a lot more traveling than staying in one spot. And, just I wanted to do it, but there were just things that made me scared or just prevent me from doing it. So I was just rather being a couch potato, sit down, play games all day. That's good for a certain point, but it's not healthy. And sometimes family is a reason why I did not do these things, is I was afraid of being away from them for too long and being guilted into things. And if it wasn't for me meeting my wife and us planning on vacations with family and all that stuff, I would have never had the joy and the love to travel. And so we we planned in 2015 and we did it. We went on a Carnival cruise ship. We went to the Bahamas. We traveled to three islands. We had 7 days of on the sea. It was just pure fun. And I got to see things I wouldn't normally see if I just would have stayed here. And so some of the fun things of being on the ship is the 24-hour pizza bar. And then you had, you know, free ice cream all day long and, you know, being by the pool. I mean, there was so much activities and so much things to see that you wouldn't normally do if you just would not travel. I mean, you had little tramp, you know, jungle gym looking things. I haven't had been on a ship to have one yet. There was also you can watch movies on the ship by the pool, play mini golf, you go on water slides like that. There's so much things to do than just being staying where you're at. The first island that we stopped at was Isla Rotan, also known as Mahogany Bay or Honduras. Um, there were just, I mean, didn't do too much there besides shopping, but there was so much to see than being here in the United States. I mean, hell, if you're going to be a game designer and you want to have different cultures and different stuff, you got to be able to get out there and do this. And then the second place we stopped at was, sorry, I gotta collect my thoughts. Belize. We got to stop by the Mayan ruins. It was really incredible. I mean, stuff that you just wouldn't think was still up, or you'd hear stories about this you know in movies or storybooks, but it's something to really see. And then our third island we stopped at was Cozumel, Mexico. Granted, we did a little beach break there. We did shopping towards the end. Um, but the sand was just pure white. The water was actually salty. It was great. It was a lot of fun. Then after that, me and my wife got married, and we planned a trip to New Orleans. New Orleans is a very rich place of food, culture, and music. I mean, there's been a lot of games, a lot of movies, a lot of TV series that have been based around New Orleans. Few of which me and my wife did take a vampire tour. It was awesome to learn about the vampires and the different myths and legends that people had about them. But show movies like Interview with the Vampire and a popular TV series, the originals, were filmed in New Orleans. Later on in 2018, me and my wife went to Chicago. We did a little bit stuff there, but it's also awesome to see the Windy City and everything about what that city, what makes it what it is. Then for our 1 year anniversary, we went to Branson. I've been there vaguely from what I can remember as a kid, but we experienced being at the Five and Dime store, riding the trolleys, went to Hollywood Whack Museum, and we did Dixie Stampede and learned a lot of things I can implement and what I can do. And here just recently, we're getting ready to go on a trip to Baltimore, Maryland. Again, another place I've never seen before. I look forward to seeing the culture and everything about it. And who knows, I can get inspiration, but it's also great to take the experience in. For anyone that's in this class that wants, it's basically going to be a video game designer. Just if it wasn't for some of these classes that have said research sometimes isn't enough, they're basically right because you gotta go out there and experience the stuff. Because research is just, it's not going to do it justice. And this not just goes for game designers or just people that just want to travel. I mean, anyone that wants inspiration or just experience life, get out there and do this stuff. It is a lot of fun. And lastly, like I said, if you want to experience life, go out and travel, get the inspiration, but importantly, have fun, and just everything else will follow. I hope you guys enjoy the presentation. I'm out of time. Thank you.